Another exclusive for Turf Business TV. I'm with Lee Jackson, who's the head groundsman here at the Etihad Stadium, Man City's home ground. Lee, wow, what a place to work.
Yeah, you've come on a typical Manchester day.
Yeah.
You can tell it's the summer, nice and dark skies and rain, but yeah, it's one of, I think, about the fourth biggest stadium in the country in regards to winter sports that's played in the Premier League. So yeah, it's nice. It's not bad.
Well, you're obviously really busy. We're a few days away from kick-off for the new season. Pitch is looking good. How have things come together?
Yeah, it's not been bad. We had concerts as we normally would do. We're not unique in that situation, obviously. We had 8 nights of concerts. We had 1 night of Bruce Springsteen, 1 night of AC/DC, 2 of Coldplay and 4 of the Stone Roses. So again, as I say, that's normal for us here. I
mean, summer events, I understand that you probably hold more concerts for a stadium with a pitch than anybody else other than Wembley here, is that correct?
Certainly for a team that a stadium, if you like, that has football all the way through the winter, we are the most. Wembley would have the most, obviously, but they would benefit from a slight break over the winter. But yeah, it's something we've very much bought into as part of the infrastructure of the club. Working with the club, we identify dates of when we can hold concerts, and that works very well. And obviously, as you would expect, we try and hold as many as we can because it's a vital revenue earner for the club and for not just the club itself but the local economy as well. So there's quite a lot of responsibility with that. But yeah, it's again this summer, as I say, we've had the 8 concerts. We also had the England international here when they played Turkey. And previous to that, early last season, we had the Rugby World Cup as well. And historically, we've had the Magic Weekend 3 times. England have played here previous to this year as well. England women's team played here. We've had full Rugby League international. So we've even had boxing. So it's we've pretty much seen everything. Hopefully.
So you approach a concert coming in here. Obviously, that could, in theory, do a lot of damage to your playing surface. What stages and processes do you go through to minimise the impact on your pitch?
Well, normally we would strip the pitch before the concerts, so take all the grass out in itself. It just makes it a lot easier post-concerts to then get on and get it seeded. This year we tried it slightly differently because the Bruce Springsteen concert fell 3 days after the England match, so it literally went from one to the other. So then what we did, everything came out after the Bruce Springsteen concert, and then we renovated. So for the first time since we've had this new pitch, we actually renovated after a concert instead of before. So that had its own challenges, but again, it coped very well with it, and we're very pleased as things stand, because obviously anything can happen over the next 9 to 10 months. But we're very happy how it's all worked out so far.
So when if it's the marketing department or whatever department's scheduling concerts, they come to you and say, right, these are the dates we've got. You've got to deal with it. Do you have any input into negotiations with the concert organisers and promoters? Yeah,
I mean, the concert promoters themselves are a company we deal with for a number of years now. So everything, if I'm honest, pretty much runs itself for our side in terms of our requirements and our dates. They're there or thereabouts every year in terms of the same dates. So obviously we have to bear in mind sort of the start of the season and the end of the following season because already we could be looking at planning on what we're doing next year or even the year after, such is the scale of some of the events that we have and the size of the artists who we have here in concert. So you're always looking at the dates. You're always trying to work out, can we squeeze a little bit more? Should we squeeze a little bit more? It's as difficult for us doing the pitch as it is the guys who actually bring the concerts in. It's one big team effort throughout the club itself. So, and as I say, so far so good.
So it sounds like you buy into that philosophy that the club needs to do this, and it helps pay yours and your team's wages and make the area successful. Paul Burgess, when we went to see him in Madrid, he had a similar viewpoint. He actually thought perhaps head groundsmen should support or even report to the commercial department.
Well, I suppose there's an argument for that. We talk to other groundsmen, and it's amazing. There was a groundsman recently, up to a few years ago, who's left his job since and moved on, but he was almost at board level. So every club has a different type of infrastructure. So where where groundsmen are seen within their individual club will obviously vary. We're quite fortunate here. We have a really good relationship with our management team. Right across the board, be it commercial, partnerships, operations. So everything sort of works well. And so far, it's everything sort of falls into place where, you know, we all bounce off each other, and if there's issue with dates, possibly, you know, we talk about it, and if we can work with it, you know, we're all for it. I mean, my ideal would be, you know, cover it up for 4 weeks. You can have 20 concerts. So as long as I get my 7.5 weeks, then that's fine. So, you know, it is a big revenue earner, and like I say, it's not just for the club, but for the community and the wider city as well.